Oh hi. Hamburg, the city in the north of Germany, is the free and Hanseatic city of Hamburg. Is one of 16 lands of the Federal Republic of Germany, the city-state in its structure. It is the second largest city in the country, after Berlin. The seventh largest in the European Union and the most inhabited not capital city in the European Union. By assessment for December 31, 2014, the population of the city made 1,803,752 persons. Hamburg, one of the largest seaports in Europe, is located at the place of confluence of the river of Elbe with the North Sea. The motto of the city traced over the portal of a city town hall says, Libertatem quam pepper maos dienst zu die sever posteritas. The accepted poetic translation of this phrase into German sounds as, Die Freiheit, die Erworben, die Alten, Moj die Nachweltwürdiger halten. Freedom that our ancestors achieved for us, adequately let with honor descendants store. The Latin name of the city used, for example, in his anthem is the Lat. Ammonia. On the coat of arms and a flag of Hamburg, gate of city fortress are represented, and often call Hamburg for it, gate to the world. Besides, Hamburg has the anthem. The song eulogizing the city and composed by Georg Nikolaus Berman became it. Page in 1828 when Hamburg was the independent city-state. This poet wrote many songs in Nieznanimetsky language, had a reputation for the big expert on history of Hamburg. The song in honor of Hamburg was heard for the first time in the final of his play, Civil Fidelity, put on the occasion of the 300th anniversary of the Reformation. In honor of Hamburg asteroids 449 of Hamburg. It is opened in 1899 and 723. Yemenia. It is opened in 1911. And also a type of sandwich hamburger called. The first image of a municipal coat of arms meets in the 12th century on the old Hamburg seal. A city wall with teeth is a symbol of power and independence of the city. Over a wall, 3 towers. On an average tower, a cross. Hamburg was the episcopal city. Over 2 extreme hexagonal stars of Virgin Mary soar. Many centuries she was a heavenly defender of the city, and her image was strengthened over each gate which conducted to the city. Yet on the coat of arms were represented opened, closed, and it had no special value. Till the 18th century the wall and towers were red color and a background white. But in 1752 the Senate changed color scheme, white towers on a red background. It is the so-called small coat of arms of Hamburg. He decorates also a city flag. The Senate approved his look in 1834, a rectangular panel of red color with the white image of a city wall with gate and 3 towers. Use of the coat of arms and flag is defined by the law and it is authorized only to the state organizations. Hamburg has also a big state emblem. He is decorated by terrible lions and other heraldic attributes, and exists since the 16th century. His coat of arms is represented also on national flag of Hamburg, which was specially created to celebrations on the occasion of opening of a new town hall in 1897. Only the Senate and Parliament of the city, and national flag, only the Senate can use the big coat of arms. The sea coat of arms and sea flag of Hamburg meets on buildings where the state organizations connected with navigation and on the vessels belonging to the city are located. The coat of arms with a city wall decorates also an anchor, and this coat of arms in 1642 appeared. Keeping up to date, Hamburg in 1999 got also own logo, ravines. The author, Peter Schmidt. On city gate represent open, emphasizing openness of Hamburg for the whole world, and the blue wave symbolizes port, sea traditions and dynamism of development of the city. In the Hamburg region of Eimsbüttel there is Metphistres. It is called in honor of the composer Alfred Metphistel, 1789–1865, who in 1823–1832 lived and worked in Hamburg. Metphistel is the author of the operas popular at the time song compositions, the Oratorio di Free Jerusalem. In 1824 the composer founded Choral Society Hamburger Liedertafel, one of the first singing unions in Germany. Performed by this chorus the premiere of the Anthem of Hamburg was also held. The initial song written by Berman consisted of 7 stanzas. For choral execution this text was both too long and too difficult. In 1890 shorter statement of the anthem, from 4 stanzas was accepted. This option very quickly became popular, and is executed and presently. And the final words of Bermanovsky stanzas became a refrain in which harmonia is eulogized. So since the 17th century call in Latin both the city of Hamburg, and his heavenly patroness, the goddess Harmonia who replaced Virgin Mary. The anthem is executed during the celebrations held in the Hamburg Town Hall. Hamburg is located in northern Germany on both riverbanks Elbe in the place of confluence in her of the Alster and Biel rivers, approximately at distance of 110 km to the southeast from the place where Elbe flows into the North Sea. The natural sea harbor stretches throughout Elbe, especially along the southern coast of Elbe opposite to the city quarters of St. Pauli and Altona. City quarters on both sides of the river are connected by a set of bridges and also old and new tunnels near Elbe. The natural landscape to the south and the north from Elbe is called Geesti and represents the Skalmliony lowland from sandy and sedimentary rocks formed by the glacier which descended during Ice Age. The federal land Hamburg is located between the states of Schleswig-Holstein in the north and Lower Saxony in the south. The remains of the first constructions in the territory of modern Hamburg are dated archaeologists the 5–6 centuries of our era and belong to an era of great resettlement of the people. The oldest of the traces of dwellings of the tribe of North Saxophones found for today is around confluence of the Alster River with Elbe. The downtown are also dated 4th century AD. The settlement which gave rise to the city of Hamburg presumably arose in Ulster's mouth in the 8th century. In 808 the Emperor Charles the Great constructed Fortress Hamburg for protection against the Western Slavs. The modern name comes from the Old Saxon name fortress. The origin and a word meaning burr is unknown. The initial name assumes that this place was a Slavic shrine. City of God. Olmot among other things specifies his name in Vandal annalistic sources as the City of God. Thus, there are 2 main hypotheses of origin of a toponym. Where this earth was already inhabited by Slavs and was the sacred place, or the city arose at the time of Charles the Great for opposition to Slavs here. Supporters of the first hypothesis are inclined to consider that Kramboha was the initial name of this place. In 810, fortress was taken by Velites and almost destroyed. In 834, the residence of the archbishop, which was repeatedly exposed to sieges and devastation from Slavs, Danes and Normans, was formed here. In the 12th century, in connection with rapid development of trade in the north of Europe, the value of the river of Elbe as important transport artery significantly increased. On May 7, 1189, the Emperor Friedrich I Barbarossa provides to Hamburg considerable trade privileges, including having allowed the city to collect the customs duties from the goods transported across Elbe. This circumstance played a big role in development of the Hamburg port, and now this day is celebrated in Hamburg as a birthday of port.
One of the first Hamburg was included into the Hanseatic Union created in the Middle Ages in Northern Europe and became the major port on the North Sea.
The city served as the transit point in transportation of grain, fabrics, furs, herring, spices, the wood and metals.
In 1510, Hamburg receives the status of the Free Imperial City,
German of Free Reichsstadt. That in fact provided him independence of the imperial power and the right for self-government.
Further growth of Hamburg is connected with discovery of America and maritime routes to Asia.
Since 1550 it becomes one of the major ports for delivery of goods to the countries of Europe.
In the 18th century, Hamburg and foreign trade experienced the strongest competition from a Volten belonging to the Danish crown and located directly in the neighborhood, on the bank of Elbe near the western city line of Hamburg, and also in every possible way encouraged the rivalry with Hamburg by the Danish king.
The sovereignty of the city was violated in 1806 when, after invasion of Napoleonic troops, it was attached to the French Empire, having become the administrative center of Department the mouth of Elbe. Occupation by the French troops lasted till 1814, then independence of the city was restored. After the reunification of Germany in 1871, the city became her main sea gate to the world. Through port there passes about a half of the German export and import. Hamburg became one of the most important industrial centers of Germany. Discovery in 1895 of the Kiel Canal in addition increased appeal of the Hamburg port as the channel began to provide direct link with the Baltic Sea. Up to the middle of the 19th century, Hamburg remained within the medieval borders.
Since 1860, in connection with rapid development of the industry, nearby settlements began to join in structure of the city gradually.
By 1900 the population of the city exceeded 1 million inhabitants. In 1923 in Hamburg there was a revolt of communists headed by Ernst Thälmann. In 1937 the law on Big Hamburg, which defined new borders of the city, was adopted. To Hamburg were attached the largest city of the province of Schleswig-Holstein, Altona, the city of Bergedorf, and other settlements and territories. During World War II the city repeatedly was exposed to air raids of Anglo-American aircraft. During the Operation Gomorrah, from July 25 to August 3, 1943, more than 50,000 inhabitants died from bombings and the huge fire caused by them, and the most part of city buildings was destroyed. Legislature Hamburg. Chosen by the population. Executive body, the Senate of the Free and Hanseatic City of Hamburg. consisting from the first Burgomaster and Hamburg senators. Body of the constitutional supervision, the Hamburg Constitutional Court. The highest judicial authority, Hanseatic Supreme Land Court. The highest judicial authority of administrative justice, the Hamburg Supreme Administrative Court. T. Hamburg consists of 7 areas and is divided into 105 quarters. Representative bodies of areas, regional meetings. The chosen by the population, executive bodies, regional managements. Bezirkamt. Elected by regional meetings. Religion. Most of believers, Lutherans, the largest Lutheran denomination, Evangelical Lutheran Church in northern Germany. In the city set of churches. In Hamburg center so-called 5 main Lutheran churches are located. Church of Street. Heffern, St. Peter's Church, St. Nikolai's Church, St. Jacob's Church and others. Also in Hamburg there is the Ukrainian Greco-Catholic Church of All Saints, Catholic Street. Mary's Cathedral, Orthodox Church of Street. Righteous John of Kronstadt, Evangelic Church of St. Michael and others. In addition, in Hamburg there is an Islamic center. Besides everything, Hamburg was and remains the city with the old Judaic community. Today in the city the main Orthodox community and Shabbat Lubavitch and also a synagogue is a lot of different communities. The population of the city as of December 31, 2011. Taking into account results of a census of 2011. Was 1,718,187 inhabitants. And earlier for the same date it was estimated at 1,798,836 inhabitants. As of 1970, 1,793,640 people, for 1980, 1,645,095 people, for 1990, 1,652,363 people, for December 31, 2000, 1,715,392 people lived in the city. The population 1.9 million inhabitants of Hamburg reached the peak in 1964. Outflow of the population led to decrease in population to 1.6 million inhabitants in 1986. By December 31, 2010 the population grew to people. The results of a population census of 2011, the further growth of population of the city was planned for the next 10 years, approximately up to 1.79 million inhabitants. By the end of 2007 of 257,825 inhabitants had only foreign citizenship that made 15% of all population. 183 various nationalities are presented. The fifth part of all foreigners, 57220 people, had exclusively Turkish citizenship, 8%. 21455 people were citizens of Poland, 6%. 15666 people. Serbians and Montenegrins, 5%. 12694 people. Citizens of Afghanistan. More than a quarter of all foreigners registered in Hamburg are made by citizens of the European Union. Population 1431,6000. 1880 card. 1890 card. 1900 705,738, 1903 743,860, 1910 931,035, 1975 1,717,383, 1980 1,645,095, 2001 1,726,363, 2011 1,706,696, 2021 1,852,478. Economy and industry. Hamburg, the largest port in Germany, the second largest in Europe, and in the world, takes the 9th place. The largest shipyard, Blohm and Voss. Hamburg is the important place of the civil space industry.
In the city, two companies are presented. It is Eads and Airbus, which has the assembly plant in Hamburg. More than 13,000 people work at the plant.
In Hamburg, the main office of Bayersdorf is located. In the city, there is a large brewery on production of beer of the Holsten brand. Hamburg, the center of mechanical engineering, the light and printing industry. In the city, such publishing houses of the presses Spiegel and Stern, and also the headquarters of the concern of parcel trade of Otto, largest in Europe, are located. Hamburg is the large transport hub, iron and highways, and also sea and river. River Elbe. Port. The seaport is the largest in Germany and the second largest in Europe after Rotterdam. Industrial district of port includes shipyards, the oil processing enterprises, and factories on processing of foreign raw materials. The system of public transport of Hamburg includes the subway, Vermin of U-Bahn, the city railroad, Vermin of S-Bahn, route river ferries, local trains and buses. All city transport is under authority of the Hamburg Transport Union. German of Hamburger Verkehrsverband (HBV). Fare is determined by zones.
There is a flexible system of tariffs providing a possibility of purchase of monthly cards on different types of transport for different term, is individual or on group.
Especially for tourists, there is also preferential card, Hamburg card, which besides the right of journey on all means of transport allows to visit free of charge or at a discount 27 museums of the city, to participate in sightseeing tours, boat trips and so forth. In Hamburg, one of railway directorates of Deutsche Bundesbahn was located. The main airport Falls-Beutel is in 8.5 came from the downtown. In the southwest of Hamburg, the Hamburg-Finkenwerder Airport, Airbus base in Germany, is located.
The automobile and pedestrian tunnel near Elbe of 1911 functioning till present is recognized as a historical symbol of construction art of Germany.
Culture and sites. Despite destructions of the 1940th, the city I kept separate lines of medieval building. The downtown, located at confluence of the Alster River with Elbe, is divided into areas Altstadt, the Old City, and Neustadt, the New City. Among the main attractions, the Neo-Renaissance Town Hall, 1886-1887. At Town Hall Square, in which the city mayor's office and the Senate is located. Houses of the 17th-18th centuries on Römersweit Streets, Triemendijkstrasse, including Kandelgulden, 1676. The churches of Street Haffern, a boundary of the 14th and 15th centuries. executed in style of a brick Gothic style with a Baroque tower, St. Peter. The 1310th Street, Yakov, a boundary of the 14th and 15th centuries. Baroque Church of Saint Michael, the 18th century, with a 132-meter tower, Neo-Gothic Church of Saint Nicolai, in ruins, with a 150-meter tower, a monument to Bismarck on Helgoland, 1906. Modernist houses Chilicus and Sprinkenkafen Opera Theatre. In Hamburg the Russian-German Film Forum is held. In Hamburg about 60 museums are located. One of the most known city museums, Hamburg Kunsthal, located to the northwest from the central station. In the museum, works of art of the 15th, 20th centuries are submitted, collections of the German Romantics and Expressionists are especially allocated. After reconstruction in the building of the old market, the museum Dake Torkhallen, in which performing the modern art is presented, is placed. Display area of the museum is 6,000 m. Here often there take place temporary exhibitions. Near Alten the Oltomsky Museum of Northern Germany, which expositions tell about the history of Northern Germany, about her art, shipbuilding, ethnography, is located. Near the Oltomsky Museum, Ernst Barlich's museum devoted to the sculptor and the writer Expressionist Barlich, who suffered persecution from Nazis, is located. Here wooden and bronze sculptures, graphics and ceramics are presented. The Hamburg Ethnological Museum is interesting by the exhibits representing the cultures of South America and Africa. Other entertaining museum of Hamburg, Art Museum of Asensuality, in which works on erotic subjects in 5 centuries are presented. About the history of Hamburg and the federal land from prehistoric times up to now, tells the Museum of History of Hamburg about the history of port and navigation. In Hamburg the biggest is also located in the world, the railway model, Tiny Wonderland, which total extent of ways is about 13 kilometers. Around Hafen City the International Maritime Museum of Hamburg is located. In 1678 in Hamburg the Germany's first constant opera theatre was founded. Here George Frederick Handel, 1686-1759, staged the first opera Almer. A great son of the city is the composer Johann Brahms, 1833-1897.
In 1767 the German National Theatre, connected with a name of Lessing, which won the leading positions mainly due to statements of works of Shakespeare, was founded here.
Frederick Gottlieb Klopstock, 1724-1803. And Matthias Claudius, 1740-1815. Had a reputation in Hamburg for literary idols.
Rolf Liebermann, and in development of drama theatre, Gustav Gründgens gave the new, avant-garde impulses which received the international sounding in development of the opera.
Unforgettable is an actor as the Baron Munchausen, Hans Albers, 1891-1960. The city is in the 3rd place after New York and London by the number of the musicals put in the city. Especially for The Phantom of the Opera by E50. Weber, the new Flora Theatre was constructed. In Hamburg more than 40 theatres and 50 museums of various orientation work. In January 2017, after 10 years of construction, in Hamburg the Elbski Philharmonic Hall opened. Hamburg is considered one of the most green cities of Germany. In the city about 120 parks, including the world's largest Ohlsdorf City Park cemetery, the small Sternschanze Park, the Jennispark Park. To the north from the old city there is an artificial Lake Alster, around which the 7-kilometer track of health is laid. In the center of Hamburg the botanical garden plant in Union Blumen, in which every evening from May to October representations with use of fireworks and fountains are carried out, is located. In the Hamburg Zoo natural conditions of dwelling of animals were for the first time recreated. In the city 2 soccer teams are based. AFI Hamburg, one of the oldest, the popular and titled German clubs playing in the second German Bundesliga. The team plays the matches on Imtech Arena. St. Pauli, the second most important football club in the city, didn't reach big achievements, plays in the second German Bundesliga at Millerntor Stadium. The ice hockey is very popular in Hamburg. In the city a large number of amateur and semi-professional hockey clubs is located. There is a professional hockey club, Hamburg Freisers, which acts in the Supreme Hockey League of Germany. There is also a professional handball club, SF Hamburg, which acts in the third Bundesliga North. Hamburg is often called not the recognized capital of the German field hockey. Many known men's and women's clubs exist in Hamburg. The tennis, the Central Court am Rotenbaum, with a capacity of 13200 people, the biggest, is also popular in Germany. The city accepted the FIFA World Cups 1974, 2006, the Handball World Cup among men 2007, the World Cup in a Triathlon 2007, the final of the UEFA Europa League of 2010, the Kettlebell Sport World Cup of 2004, 2014.
The system of school education is under authority of the Ministry of Affairs of School and Vocational Training. In 2006 about card pupils studied at 245 elementary schools and 195 high schools.
In Hamburg there are 17 universities.
About 7,000 students, including 900 foreigners, study.
6 universities are state. The largest institutions are the Hamburg University, one of the largest in Germany and Europe, 38,000 pupils minus 2008/2009. The University of Music and Theatre, the University of Applied Sciences and the Hamburg Technical University. In the city there are also small private colleges and the universities, including many religious and special facilities, such as Helmut Schmidt's University, University of Federal Armed Forces of Hamburg, etc. In the west of Hamburg there is one of the world's largest research centers on physics of particles, DESI. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.